If you're a local pharmacist, especially in the UK, and you're not balling, making enough money, at least 4,000k every week, then you have to change career. Locuming is not for you. You better find another job. Why am I saying this? Some locums don't know how to negotiate. All they do is they see shift, they click on it, and nothing. Even when it says negotiate, they don't even bother negotiating. They just click on it and that's it. Whatever amount it is, they don't care, as long as there's a shift and there's money coming in. That is not how to be a locum. I can assure you, you are the one losing out. If you keep taking every rubbish shift you see, you will be living paycheck to paycheck. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button now. You're not gonna regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So today I'm gonna be telling you how I made my first 1 million naira, or should I say over 500 pounds, in 12 hours. I said 12 hours as a locum pharmacist. You can do it. I know people make more than that, but it's not very common, especially now that the rates are so low. I don't know how people do it. I don't know why people go for low rate. They all have their reasons anyway, but I don't think there should really be a reason why somebody will accept low rates, because if we keep accepting low rates, there's no way these contractors will give us high rates. Imagine you are a contractor and someone wants to take 20 pounds to do this shit for you, and the other person is asking for 40 pounds. Who will you take? Of course, you go for the 20 pound one. But if there's nobody accepting 20 pounds, you can only pay what they accept. So low rates or no low rates, just know that pharmacists themselves also help these contractors to offer low rates. Because if you don't know how to negotiate, if you take any shift you see because you want to put food on your table, you will continue struggling like that till the end of time. What I advise people is, if you can't stay out of job because of the low rates, you have to take them. If you really need to take low rates, then locuming is not for you. Locum is designed for flexibility, to offer some form of flexibility, work-life balance for people that don't want to, be an employee or work for anybody. But when you be a locum and the flexibility is not there, you work Sunday to Monday, and you take any shift you see, you don't even have standard, like you don't have your minimum, then locuming is not for you. Either you become employed or you find something else to do, because apart from spoiling things for yourself, you're also spoiling things for other pharmacists, and that's not nice. I graduated not long ago, and I can tell you that I've never done any shift less than 30 pounds. Why would I do a shift less than 30 pounds? Today that I'm making this video, for instance, I paid for childcare I paid 40 pounds for childcare, hoping that I will see shifts, but I didn't see shifts. I'm here today, I didn't die. So if you're a locum, there are risks to being a locum, and you should be able to take this risk and absorb it. Not because, okay, there is no shift today, so I saw 20 pound shift, I didn't even look at it. I saw 25, I did not look at it. I saw 30, I didn't look at it, because those are way below what I take. Any shift less than 35 pounds is not for me. I don't go for it. You can say our circumstances are not the same, I know, but what I'm saying is, no matter what your circumstances are, taking low rates can never solve, it cannot be a solution to your problem. So the earlier you realize this and change career or change job, the better for you. So how do I do these things? How do I get these high shifts? At least to let you know that taking low shifts is not going to help you, or it will not even help the profession as a whole. So change your tactics. If you don't know how to negotiate, you can start now to re-strategize, design, just plan yourself out, plan for the unforeseen circumstances, because some days you will not see shift that you like, and shift that you can go for. It could be distance, it could be rates. For me, it could be really anything. So I can prepare to go to work, and one or two things can come up because I have children. Anything can come up and I'll just not go for that work and I won't die. But if you are living your life, I mean, if you're so strict with this locum life that you don't even have space, you don't even have time for yourself, for your children, and you're not still making the money, then it doesn't make sense. To be honest, you have to change your style. So yesterday, as usual, I don't pick shifts until it's around 48-24 hours to that shift. Why? Because these contractors, they are crazy, or should I say these agencies, because mostly, at least for the past 2 or 3 months, I've only been booking shift through the agencies. And I hear people like complaining that agencies, they offer low rate, they are driving the rates down. But it's still inside that agency that I pick high paying shifts. Like when I say high paying shift, it's still inside that agency. You just need to know how to work with them or how to go about it. So agencies, if you see shift that 1 week ahead, 2 weeks, 1 month ahead, those shifts can never be for me because they can never meet my standard. You see them £22 per hour, £23 per hour. It's not my shift. So but people will be like, yeah, let me book it so I'll know what I'm doing. I'll plan my week ahead, plan my month ahead. You are planning for planning's sake. You're not getting anything from it, and I won't be able to do that. So it was just 24 hours to that shift. The shift came on. It came on first as 35, and it was to be a 12-hour shift, so from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It came on as £35 per hour. I was just still considering the distance. I say no, I don't think I want to go for that shift. £35 is too low, even though I can accept 35, but because it was still 24 hours to the shift, I was like, I still have options. So before I could say Jack Robinson, the shift disappeared. Now this is the trick. When shifts disappear like that, don't think that another person has booked it. It's possible that nobody booked it, because this agency, what they are trying to do is to tell you that if you don't click fast, another person will take it. Most time people don't take it. They are the ones that take it down, then bring it up another time, and another person can see it at that point and collect it, and you that saw it the other time will think that someone else took it immediately. No, they are doing those things to test the system. So don't fall for it each time you see a shift. Well, if you really meet your standard, you can go ahead and book it. But if it's all those low £20-25 shifts you see, don't bother clicking. Even if they take it down, I can assure you that it's no, I mean, probably nobody took it. They just took it down so that to trick you. So I didn't take it. I left it, but I knew the shop that, you know, they advertised for. I was still hoping for another shift. Normally, is within that 24 hours or even that morning. That's when I book my shift, when I know that it's emergency. If it's not emergency, most times I don't book it. So here is an advice to always go for emergency shifts if you really want to make money as a local pharmacist. I will still tell you the disadvantages of going for emergency shifts. So that morning I was still, you know, getting my kids ready for school and checking the app for any updates, and I saw a shift. That same shift, it came back for £45. I was like, what's going on? Is it not this shift? And that day I was not planning to go to work because of, you know, how we arrange our childcare. I was not planning to go to work, but I was like, 45 is really high. What's happening? I was like, oh, today that I'm not going to work, what is this? Oh no, who will take this shift? Before I finished analyzing what was going on, the shift rose to £50. I was like, boy oh boy, I'm going I'm going. I had to arrange for the quickest childcare ever. The quickest childcare I've ever done. I arranged for it immediately, and I booked the shift. The funny thing is that when I booked it, because you have to like apply. So when I applied for it, they didn't respond. Normally, that company, when you apply, they respond like the next minute, but I didn't get any response. So I felt that someone else must have taken the shift. After about 20 minutes, when I went to drop my children off, and you know, I just looked at my phone, and I was booked. I was like, really? I'm booked. 12-hour shift, £50 per hour. I was like, boy, oh boy, it's gonna be a good day. So that was how I went for the shift, did my 12-hour shift, included my mileage because they also pay for mileage, and that was it. So, but another thing about relying on emergency shifts is that, just like I said, today I didn't go to work because I planned going to work and I didn't get any shift that meets my standard. So if you're also going to be doing the emergency ones, then you need to get yourself ready that some days you won't see shifts. You just have to be at home and do whatever that pleases you. So, but you don't really need to do the emergency, because if you're doing emergency, a whole lot of things will be at stake. And if you're not my type of person, you might not be able to like handle all. So I know that our lives are different. So the way you arrange yours is not the way I arrange mine. So it might not work for you. But even if you don't do emergency, try not to book shifts that are so far away, like all those 1 month ahead, 3 weeks ahead. It doesn't really pay. Like, I mean, you won't get anything from it. Even if you do 1 week or 3 days, 4 days ahead, that's very understandable. And if you see negotiation, always try to use that negotiation button. Don't be scared that someone else will take it. I mean, someone else can only be one place at a time. So if I book a shift for tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 a.m., I can't book any other thing. So even if someone takes that one that you want, another one will come out and you have the opportunity to book it. So don't always say, yeah, because somebody is gonna take it, I'll be out of job, and you book a shift that is not up to your standard. It doesn't make sense. And as a locum pharmacist, you need to have a standard. Don't just go for any shift you see. For me, I don't go for any shift that is more than 1 hour from where I live. I don't go for any shift that is less than £35. It can be maybe 33 or 34 if they are paying for the lunch break. Then I'll be like, okay. But in summary, I don't. If the total amount for the day is not up to £350, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm not capping. I'll show you my I'll show you my diary and what it looks like. You see, so it's not like I'm making this up. People are really making cool money. You stay where you are, you don't know that people are really cashing out. You'll be doing 23, 20, 19 pounds per hour. Even ACTs, they earn more than that. So I don't know why you'll be earning that as a pharmacist. It doesn't really make sense. To be honest, it doesn't make sense. So these are my I also do independent as well. So independent pharmacy, if they pay me really well, what I try to do is when I go there, I just try to create rapport, do my job very well. I don't overdo. I don't try to overdo myself. I just do what I need to do and kind of be helpful to the staff, friendly and all that. Wear a smile even though you are burning inside. But if you like this store and you really want to come back there next time, and most times I take like further steps to contact whoever is their coordinator or in charge of booking locums. So if I work in an independent and I really like the place and I like the pay as well, I ask for who is in charge of booking locums and I get the person's contact. I'll call the person. I did a shift yesterday. I like the place. Do you still have more options, or do you still have more vacancies? If they say no, fine. I'll be like, anytime you need me, let me know. So, and from time to time, you can always drop them a message. Do you have anything for this holiday? Do you have anything for next week? I'm available. So something like that. You don't really just have to fold your hands and wait. That's not how to be a good locum. So locum is meant to make your life easy and not harder. Just like I said, if it's not suitable for you, you're better off getting a permanent role, because as a locum, nobody pays for your pension, nobody pays for your holiday, sick leave. All those things you don't get paid. So you only take high rates to cover those expenses, to cover all those bits at the end of the day. So you're not the one losing out. I know you must have enjoyed this content. If you have, please click this subscribe button now, share, like, comment, and I'll see you in my next video.